The starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At shooting guard, Malcolm Childress. At guard, C.J. Watson. At center, Roy Hibbert. At power forward, David West. At forward, Paul George. The head coach of the visiting team, Rick Carlisle. And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At guard, at 6'4", number 21, Charlie Moore. At forward, at 6'7", number 2, Ari Johnson. At forward, at 6'5", number 8, LaTrell Sprewell. At guard, at 6'3", number 3, John Starks. At center, at 7 feet, number 33, Patrick Ewing.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Sunday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Monday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And going up against the Pelicans, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. We've got Watson. George is out there at West. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Childress in at the 2 guard. And for the Knicks, they've got Ewing. Ward out there with Starks. Then it's Johnson, and it's Sprewell in at the small forward. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
And that one, good. Ewing's got the first points up on the board for the Knicks.
Boy, down low, Ewing's strength gives him the upper hand. He's pretty agile as well, helping him push through the contact.
Pass to George. The Knicks pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Now, here's Childress. And here's Watson. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. West. That shot, no good. And the Knicks with possession. Here's Starks. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Back to Johnson. Here's Sprewell. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet.
Freewell's a guy who can be pretty effective at the arc. I mean, knocking down threes, part of what he does.
Knicks lead 5-0.
Back to George. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
New York ball.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Sprewell, defended by George. Pass to Ewing. Over Hibbert. Ewing can't get it to go. Indiana off to a slow start. Searching for their first points of the game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Would you suspect a little bad blood or bad feelings from the opposing side? They better be ready to scrap.
And it's Watson with the ball for Indiana. 7-point differential. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. We'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Pacers 4th.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And, boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Now, here is Childress, guarded closely. Childress with a screen for West. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point land. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them. Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
To the paint. Can they get it? Hibbert can't throw down the putback.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Here's Sprewell, defended by George. Pass to Ewing. To the inside. Here's Johnson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Once Larry Johnson has the rock in close, he might as well put up 2 on the scoreboard.
That's
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. Larry Johnson at the line. 1 shot.
1 shot. Larry Johnson, such a powerhouse of a player. I mean, look at how well built he is. I mean, the athleticism to go with that physique. Boy, he can really beat you up with his physicality.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
Hey, fans, we want to get loud. And we've got the perfect team to help. Your Knicks 7th squad. Get loud, fans. On the court is your high squad. Now the steps in the building. Get 3 teachers.
In assists, and they were #1 in field goal percentage. Their shot selection a major focus for this group, and more often than not it was going to be their O that propelled them to victory.
And having the best offense in the league last season, they were an opponent that no team wanted to face. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Watson kicks to George. Pass to West. Will it go? And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And so it's Indiana with it. Looking for the first basket of the game. And here's Hibbert. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And the huge, big body of Hibbert helping him make his presence felt inside.
Pass to Ward. Here's Sprewell for the 3. Here's Ewing. And then Ewing with the jam.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here is Watson following the score by New York. Now here's Childress. Scoreless thus far. Down low, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
Starks outside. Pass to Ewing. Over Hibbert. That one off the back iron and out.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Here's George, and the layup's good off the glass.
Good work in deep from George that time. He's far more than just a perimeter threat.
The Knicks leading by 6. Johnson outside. Here's Sprewell. The Pacers pull it in. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
The shot by George, no good.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Now, here is Starks, defended by Childress. And there's John Starks on the assist by Johnson.
14-6.
Pacers trail by 8. Pass to Watson. Back to George. And here is Childress, covered by Starks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he makes the first. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers, Clark, maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on, and a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards. Those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
And Childress drops 2. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Sprewell. The shot missing. George with the defensive effort. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Sprewell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Now, here's Watson. He's guarded closely. Inside, here's Hibbert. And Ewing with the block.
Good read that time from Ewing defensively, showing that he can be impactful at that end of the floor, too.
Now, here is Starks. Defended by Childress. Johnson with a screen on Hibbert. Here's Ward. No scoring in this one. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Boy, Ewing does a nice job anticipating shot trajectories, realizing how quick to position himself on that offensive glass.
Now, here's Watson. Pass to George. And Childress kicks to Watson. Hibbert with the screen. Fires the 3. And C.J. Watson good for 3. Watson's got 5.
Really a solid use of the pick and roll that time by Watson.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Get ready for fun, fans. It's your Knicks Breakers and Crew.
floor right now for the Knicks. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Second, the Knicks.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
And so here is New York. 3-point lead. Thomas passes to Brunson. Back to Thomas. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Pass to Turner. Clayton. He's guarded by Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Clayton. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Brunson with a clean look. On target from 13 feet. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And they also are top 5 in rebounding. That was really a strength of this group all season.
And the defensive ranking, GA, you brought up, right near the top of the league. They had attitude at that end of the floor. The Knicks leading by 3. Brunson outside. Now, here's Thomas. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Moore.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Turner. To the middle. Here's Scola. And the dunk by Scola.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Now, Brunson. Here's Kolek. Over to the wing. There's 1:38 left to play here in the first. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1. And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one.
Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers, and they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly, catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Pass to Kolek. Now here's Camby. Upside Thomas. Here's Kolek. Moore with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana on up the court.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
New York's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Pass to Turner. From downtown, And the three ball is good. 5 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Houston's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Knicks, 24.
Clayton, he's guarded by Thomas. Pass to Turner. Fires from deep. That shot is off. It's a tie game in New York. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
So with George on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. We've got Rivers. Mahimi is out there with Evan Turner. And it's Childress in at the 2-guard spot. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Dadier. To the paint. And slam dunk by Canby.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the score by New York. Turner with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And the Knicks with possession here after the miss from Evan Turner. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Stolen by Canby. And here's the break. Here's Houston. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And Houston just so smart when it comes to running the floor, understanding how to space it and find that open spot.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 4. They host the 76ers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Mahimi dishes to Childress. Indiana moving it around. Pocket 6. Turner inside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Houston. Here's Childs. Turner covering. Canby, a screen on Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Canby.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And so it's Indiana with it. 4-point game. Now, here's Childress. D right on him. Here's Clayton. His 3-pointers off the mark. Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Dadier for 3. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 7-point Knicks lead. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort. Everyone has to meet that level.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. Number one, the Pacers.
Yeah, number one in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Wagner passes to Scola. And here is Childress. Outside Turner. Shot clock at 6. With the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. Turner's got his third bucket of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Childs. Still scoreless. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, you know, it's never easy trying to defend Ewing inside, which is why he gets fouled.
The Knicks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Ewing is a dominant force. His combination of size and skill can literally carry a team.
Ward, he's checked in for the Knicks. And he's good on the second. Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now, that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Sprewell. Pass to Ewing. Shoots over Wagner. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Now Childress, 6 to shoot. To the right side. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Ewing's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ward the pass to Houston. Here's Sprewell. Here's Ward. Nothing on the board. Fires the three. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Here's Curtis. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Knicks leading by 6. And a fast break now for the Knicks.
And Houston, a pro at initiating the contact, an aggressive shooter who's looking for opportunities to get to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
A dynamic and confident scorer. Houston, as steady as it gets at the offensive end.
Starks checked in for Ward. He's perfect from the line this time.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now here's Hibbert. Here's Curtis. Hits it from three-point range.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Pass to Ewing. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
George, no good. The Knicks leading by 7. And here Starks. Pass to Sprewell. Back to Starks. Launches a 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Hey, in today's NBA game, I think you have to stretch the floor if you're going to be competitive and give yourself the best chance to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Hibbert finds West. Here's Curtis. The shot's good on the assist by West. He has 5.
And becoming more of a facilitator, West finds his man that time.
Pass to Ewing. And he banks in the layup. Ewing's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
George with the ball. It's rebounded by New York. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sprewell, the pass to Starks. And Johnson now top of the key. Here's Houston, defended by West. The 3. Houston can't get it to go.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins. Plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Evan, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Pass to West. Outside, George. Back to West. From deep three-point territory. The rebound by Ewing. Ewing's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Houston. Hits the three-point bomb. Houston's got 13.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Indiana moving it around. George looking over the floor. Curtis covered by Starks. Here's Curtis. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pacers trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hibbert, the pass to Curtis. Outside, George. Picked by West. 6 on the shot clock. And George gets it to go. He's got 6.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Pass to Houston. Now Ewing, covered by Hibbert. A jump hook, and Ewing with the nice inside bucket. Ewing's got 7 now in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Indiana's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Ewing against Hibbert. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Patrick Ewing.
I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul him.
And he knocks down the first one.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
The Knicks making a switch here. Ward's checked in. And both free throws good for Paul George.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Johnson with a screen on George. Here's Houston, defended by George. Johnson with a screen on George. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Boy, Johnson showing you that impressive leaping ability. Terrific at rising up for the throwdown.
And 1:01 left to play here in the half. Pass to Hibbert. Childress with it. Out to West. Outside, George. 5 to shoot. Drills it from outside. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
It's a big part of George's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
To the wing right side. Here's Sprewell, defended by West. Pass to Houston. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Childress.
Charlie Ward. First personal foul. Second team foul.
For Indiana, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
You know, at this stage in his career, Watson remains a very valuable role player. He's somebody you can trust given his vast experience in the league.
He's off on the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Brunson kicks to Camby. Here's Dadier, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's New York looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Taking a look here at Indiana. Starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
I think the most important thing is they show improvement. Your record at this point in the season won't tell the whole story.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Knicks.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that, Shaq, I'm going to let you take it.
Oh, yeah. 1-2. 1-2, 1-2, in the place to be, most definitely. They seize the paint like a MIC. Me and Ernie and Kenny.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Patrick Ewing in this game so far, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And it's Watson with the ball for the Pacers. Trailing by 13. We've got Johnson. Starts out there with Ward. Then there's Ewing. And it's Sprewell in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
Here's Sprewell. Down low, here's Ewing. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
One reason why Ewing is not only an all-star talent, but a Hall of Fame talent. Awesome at getting to his spots and then capitalizing.
Pacers trail by 13. Now, here's George. Inside, West. He can't get that one. Johnson with some nice D. New York's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Pass to Ewing. Here's Ward. It's stolen by Childress. Now Watson. Indiana moving the ball around. West with the ball, covered by Starks. Here's Sprewell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow. Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And good that time. Johnson's got 9 points.
A little breakdown there, letting him get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
George passes to Hibbert. Pass to Watson. Five on the clock. Now here's West. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. West has got his first bucket of the night. The Knicks leading by 14. Here's Ward. Shoots a fader. Ewing, good. Ewing's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Now, here's Childress, covered by Starks. On the wing, George. 13 points in the game. And no good that time.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
He can't get that one to fall. Great tee that time from Hibbert. Outside, George. Pass to Childress. Watson with it. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Ward. Ward's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Sprewell. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. Number 1, the Pacers.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Here's Ward. Johnson outside. Ewing inside, covered by Hibbert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Patrick Ewing at the line, 2 shots.
That's good from Ewing. Both free throws good from Ewing. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, then, it's dance band time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Now, here's Watson. He's got 5. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 18. Johnson down low. West on him. Johnson can't hit. The Pacers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Watson. And Ewing with the block. And he recovers it. From deep, George. Sprewell grabs the miss. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Johnson outside. Pass to Sprewell from 20 feet out. West with some nice D.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
And Childress kicks to Hibbert. Now here's Watson. Tight defense on him. Clock at 6. To the inside. George. The shot's good on the assist by West. George has got 15.
That was Roy Hibbert getting in the way of the defense there.
Pass to Ewing. For Hibbert. And Hibbert with the block.
He's really a tough guy to shoot over. Hibbert with the great size and length, and he's developed a knack for timing his challenges quite well, and as a result, anchoring the defense.
Now here's Watson following the shot by Patrick Ewing. Hibbert with a screen for George. And it's George again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And the Pacers with possession here. It's an 18-point game. Watson, the pass to Hibbert. Pass to Childress. Banked in off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Time to take the ball for your Knicks City Dancer. Let me hear you once again.
Pass to Sprewell. Six to shoot. got 5 points so far.
And how about Sprewell mixing it up inside, getting to a high percentage look there.
66-40.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's George. Knicks with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Sprewell. 5 points in the game. No good that time. Pacers trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
Thorpe, he checked in for the Pacers. Turner comes in for George. And he makes both free throws. The Knicks leading by 16. Pass to Campbell. Here's Kolek. Camby the screen. To the middle. And slammed dunk by Camby.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Knicks lead 68-50.
And so it's Indiana with it. Now Turner. He's got 6. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Kolek. Camby the screen. Takes a shot at the elbow. And they recover it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. Number 5, the Knicks.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Pacers trail by 18. And Turner kicks to Wagner. Here's Curtis. Camby with the block. Pass to Kolek. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Knicks lead by 20.
Knicks lead 70-50.
Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Thorpe, the pass to Scola. Right wing. Rejected by Campbell. Here's Kolek. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from Thomas. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Clayton, the pass to Curtis. And here is Turner. Inside. Shot to stop the run. Thorpe can't make it work. The Knicks leading by 23. Here's Houston. He's got 13 from outside the arc. They get it back. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Camby's got 8 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
New York has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc, 6 of 15. Pass to Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Fires it up. Here's Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
.144 left to play in the third. Turner passes to Clayton. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
3-point goal.
Turner's got 3 assists in the game. .133 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Kolek. Turner covering. Houston can't get it to go.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Turner inside. Here's Clayton. A three-pointer, no good. The Knicks leading by 22. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter.
Wagner. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
The Knicks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
At the line, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Knicks making a change here. Starks is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Indiana's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And they pick up 2. Turner's got 8.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Pass to Dagier. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Childress, the pass to Mahinmi. Turner against Starks. Pass to Childress. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
New York ball.
The Knicks making a switch here. Here's Houston. 13 points in the game. Pass to Campbell. Brunson, that's a two-pointer, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the New York Knicks holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense, and we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Knicks leading by 22. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Roy Hibbert is out there with Scola. Then there's West. Then it's Turner. And it's Childress in at the shooting guard.
And all about timing for West on the block. He anticipates the shot and acts at just the right moment.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
And here are the Knicks now. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Shot clock at 6. Blocked again. And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
All alone. And it's good off the back rim and in. Houston's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Knicks.
81-57.
Outside, Scola. Pass to Childress. Down low, here's West. That one's not going to go. Good D by Ewing. Now, here is Starks. Defended by Childress.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Left side, Turner to the middle. Here's Hibbert. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Starks. Defended by Childress. No good from Ewing.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Turner looking around. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Here's Houston. New York missing again.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
West dishes to Childress. Pass to Turner. Now Scola. Just 5 to shoot. Here's West. Starks with the rebound.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Warren. And Evan Turner pulls it down. Out to the right wing. West outside. Ewing against Hibbert. The jump hook. Nice touch on the bank shot. Hibbert's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Let's go, New York. Put your hands together for your Knicks 7th spot. Attention fans, now on the court is your Knight squad. Get loud and let them hear it. T-shirts are incoming, fans. Make some noise and we'll send one your way.
C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Luis Scola.
Get loud.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. New York moving the ball around. It's stolen by Childress. Turner against Johnson. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Childress.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Sprewell after the made shot from Evan Turner. They could use a bucket. Knocks down the three ball.
One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
63.
West against Johnson. Clock at 6. To the paint. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. They get it back. Hibbert gets the bucket. Starks with it. Pass to Ewing. Back to Starks. Lets the three fly. Good, and it's Ewing with the assist that time.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Ewing sends it back. And he recovers it. And it's Hibbert missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for New York. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, you can't doubt that Sprewell has the talent. When focused, he's an incredibly efficient scorer as well.
Thomas checked in for Johnson. George is checked in for the Pacers. Both shots good from the stripe. And Indiana shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. It's rebounded by Ewing. Ewing's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Ward the pass to Ewing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
And Indiana shooting around 40% from the floor here. Hibbert against Ewing. Pass to Childress. Hibbert kicks to Childress. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Watson. Not a lot of room. No good on that one. New York's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Now here's Thomas. Fended by West. Thomas passes to Ward. Thomas a screen. Takes the 3. It's good from long range.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Knicks lead.
And here's Watson. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Here's Ward. Here's Starks. Off target from outside. On the wing, George. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot and they look totally dejected.
Here's Sprewell. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Ward, good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
67.
Now here's West. Over Thomas. And the basket by West.
And West, a knockdown mid-range shooter. You just assume it's going in whenever it leaves his hands.
Starks outside. Got a piece of it. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Marcus Camby is checked in for New York.
Number 23, Marcus Camby.
Here's Ward. He's covered by Watson. 5 to shoot. Here's Camby. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on David West.
Well, I tell you what, a long, intimidating defender who rebounds and blocks shots at a high rate, Camby, gives you a ton of energy on the defensive end.
The free throw drops for Camby. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And Indiana shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. The shot by George, no good.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. It's not even been a factor.
John Starks at the line, 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Such a scrappy, competitive guard. John Starks is somebody you want to go to battle with. He's willing to do anything to win.
And both free throws good for Starks. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Childress. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Here's Starks. Paul George making his last shot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing.
Substitution for the Knicks, Larry Johnson, Allen Houston.
Pacers shooting 41% for the game. George dishes to Hibbert. Now here's Watson. He's tightly guarded. Pass to West. Indiana moving the ball around. Pick by West. 5 on the clock. Now here's Childress. Puts up a 3. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Houston the pass to Ewing. And then Ewing with the jam.
Boy, once he's near the bucket, he's a threat to throw it down because Ewing has such great size.
Pacers shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. Now, here's George. Defense is right there.
New York foul. Charlie Ward. 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
Now, here's Watson. Driving inside. 2 points. That one goes.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
New York's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Do you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Here's Watson following the score by New York. Pass to Childress. George with the ball. Hibbert trying to free himself up, and it's George missing. For New York, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Or the pass to Houston. Good on the three-point shot. Houston's got 20 points.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And the Pacers with possession here after New York gets the 3. Inside. And the dunk by West.
Putting his agility to great use on that jam. West can just pop off the floor.
Here's Ward. Johnson outside. Pass to Houston. Back to Johnson. Here's Sprewell. He's covered by Watson. Clock is at 3. Johnson. That one is good again. He sits straight from the floor with the basket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Patrick Ewing.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Pass to Houston. Now Ewing. And Hibbert with the block. Outside, George. To the inside. Watson dishes to Hibbert. George with the ball. And it's in there.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Pass to Ewing. Over Hibbert. Ewing's shot is good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Here's Watson. Patrick Ewing picking up that last basket. Outside, George. Picked by West. George passes to West. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Here's Sprewell. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And now our player of the game, Patrick Ewing.